Alright, shalom. We the Israelite School, Universal Practical Knowledge. Start at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yohana. We have classes in Indianapolis and in Louisville, Kentucky. Indianapolis classes are every Wednesday, 4:30 to 6:30, and every Sunday, 4:30 to 6:30, and the Sabbath service every Sabbath, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. We have online classes Tuesday through Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What time is the Kentucky classes? Thursday? Every Thursday?
It's like, sir, it's every Tuesday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in Louisville, Kentucky. Most
High in Christ. So we got the Louisville classes every Tuesday. All right, you said 6 to 8 p.m.? 6 to 8 p.m. All right. If you have any questions or want to get in contact with the school, call 317-453-0519 or 317-418-0466. All right, bam. So today's topic, go ahead and get this read first. We're going to start to open up the class. Would anybody have any questions? Let me pull up the class so I can see online if anybody has any questions online. As you all know, also, Passover, this is Passover week. Passover is this coming Friday in New York, Yonkers, New York. You understand? Sundown. Get there. You understand? Every Israelite born is supposed to be at the Passover. Right. If you have any questions or anything with directions or anything like that, you contact the captain in your city. Contact the school in your city. Beautiful Passover coming up. You're going to be brothers from all over the country there.
That's good.
All over the world. All over the world. UK, brothers from the islands. We got a whole gang of brothers coming in from the islands, Trinidad and Tobago and Jamaica and all that. You know what I'm saying? So it's going down. All right, well, I'll start the class off if anybody have any questions. But every time you come to UPK class, you want to come with your questions. To let you know, that lets them know you've been studying or whatnot, or whoever, if you've been battling somebody and they brought something up on the internet, you know what I'm saying? Ask a question on it. So like, let me switch one of those.
Salaki, sir, if I could, I had a little spiritual skirmish with this fake Christian Israelite, and he brought up something. I'm trying to remember the precept in the scripture, but he brought up something about Yahushua healing an Idumean. Does that ring a bell, or is he in error, or?
Well, the white woman that I believe he healed her daughter. That's the one where he called her a dog, and then she said, "Yeah, I'm a dog, but at least the dogs eat of the crumbs of the table."
Come.
So he healed her. It's the same as today. If a white person or a white America, which is run by white men, if we had got like food stamps from America, it's like we got a crumb. You know what I'm saying? We get a little something we can live off of, some bread, some government cheese, and all this and that. But does that mean we American now? And we help build America, and we gonna get treated equally with the white man, and the police ain't gonna pull us over, and they gonna start pulling over white people just as much as they pull us over, and then right. you know they gonna start treating us equally on the job and letting us get pay raises. Does that mean all that's about to go down? Hell no. Right. That don't mean none of that. Right. You understand? So the fact that he did heal that white woman's daughter and whatnot, just because it's just like a crumb, you know, he healing hundreds of Israelites, and then here come her begging and stuff, and then she said, you know, I am a dog. So he said, actually, when you read the scripture, he said, for this saying, that daughter shall be healed. Right. For what she said, where like, yeah, I'm a dog, but at least the dogs eat some of the crumbs. So to just break it down to him like that. If a black man gets food stamps, does that mean you know, you're gonna be American? You bleed red, white, and blue now. You know what I'm saying? Right. You know, that don't mean that. That don't mean like we equal with the white man in America. Now this black man, you can run for president now, huh? And the white man gonna be voting for you and thinking you equal with him. Hell no. Okay. You understand? It's not all that. Doesn't mean all that. You understand? Okay. Let's get with the first read. Any more questions out there? No sweat. Let's get the first read. what's going on in the world today. The topic of today's class is Donald Trump and the tariffs that he put on China, and how all those things make us stronger. What the white man and certain nations don't understand is the more they try to destroy us, the stronger we'll be.
Right.
You understand? Right. The more they try to put it, treat black people wrong and do this to us and this and that, the stronger we're going to be. Same with what goes on in other countries too. America tries to put tariffs and sanctions on China or Russia. That ain't going to do nothing but make them more stronger. You understand? It's going to make them more strong and less dependent on them. You understand? It's like a child. If you always helping them and always carrying them all the fucking time, they never going to walk. They're never going to learn how to walk. They're going to always be crawling around and be weak on the legs. But if you have them crawl around everywhere, they're going to get stronger. And then they're going to be walking. Then they ain't even going to want you to carry them no more.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that's what we have to understand. In the truth, what we're going to be seeing in the world. Because there's going to be a lot of hell that's going to come down on our people. You understand? A lot of black people are going to get their heart broken. You understand? And the hardest thing is also, it's going to be partly, brothers getting killed, sisters getting killed, getting attacked by the white man. Just recently, they had a Nazi bomber, KKK man, putting bombs in packages, and putting it at black people's houses. Black people come open the box, boom, they dead. He had like 4 attacks. He had some blacks and he had some Mexicans. You understand? I believe they caught him, and he's a Nazi. That's the same thing. What did they do during the 60s, during the civil rights? They bombed the church. With them 4 or 5 or 6 little girls in there, they bombed the church as a terrorist attack. You understand? Like, yeah, y'all keep this up. We're gonna keep blowing y'all up as a way to scare us and whatnot. But what the white man don't know, all that stuff for us in the truth, those are good. You know what I mean? Not good as in Israelites being harmed, but good as in we'll be able to use it to wake up our people back and have them get back with the truth. You know what I'm saying? And get back with our own people. So that's the truth of the matter. Go ahead, make sure you pat him down. If it's not even Isaiah, you gotta be patted. Nah, he's good.
God.
Isaiah's too hard. Yeah, it's what's good right here.
Yeah.
Who said I like that? That's Kevin O'Connor.
Okay. Oh, damn, okay.
Yeah, I was over here. I'm like, what the hell is that? I'm drinking a little bit of I said, oh, hell no. What's that something else right here?
It shocked me. It was like, what's going on?
Nah, it's poison.
You see, y'all ain't get that. Y'all gonna
Shoot me out shop rocket top.
Oh, shit.
Y'all about to shoot out shop rocket top.
Inside Christ.
How's it going, work?
Yeah. Christ.
That's right. There we go.
And like I said, with the announcements, we'll put that. Get that to the man on Shamar. Get that to it. If any brothers want a cup or whatnot, just let it be known, and we can get some cups passed around. Brothers want to sip. How old are you?
20.
21, you said? All right, 21. Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
According to their law.
That's what I thought I heard. So yeah, if anybody wants some, they can grab some. Just let the brother know he's on Shamar, and then you just give him a cup from the kitchen. All right. So like I said earlier, announcements. Passover this week is Passover this Friday. Brothers, make sure you get in contact with your camp leader and figure out ways that you can finagle your behind in the Passover. You know what I mean? It's a law for every Israelite born to make it to the Passover. You understand? So it's best. You do everything. This is how it is. You do everything humanly possible to make it. And if you still can't make it, that means the Lord didn't want you there.
Right.
That's all that is. If you did everything in your power to make it to the Passover and you still couldn't make it, that means the Lord didn't want you there. You understand? But you will get there eventually. You understand? But just this year ain't your year to be at the Passover. You understand? It could be a myriad of reasons why the Lord won't have you at the Passover this year for anything. Could be anything, any reason. All right. So just get with your camp leader and make sure you're on deck to make it to the Passover. So the topic of today's class is, like I said, the more these other nations try to attack us, the stronger we're going to get. Go ahead and let's read the first reading on there. No, you just press it once. Let me see.
Powering off.
Sloppy, sir. Where we going with it? I can.
Scripture wise, we're gonna get Psalms. You can get Psalms 55 and 20. Psalms 55 and 20.
Here we go. Ready?
Yeah, go ahead and start reading.
President.
Let's let them get it. Psalm 55 and 20. Yeah, they don't know. They don't know. The more these other nations come against us, the more all the nations going to be divided more and more. But the more these things happen, the stronger we're going to be as a people. Right. People think we get stronger when, the government gives us welfare or the government helps us with stuff. Government fixes the streets or something. That ain't going to make us stronger. That's going to make us weaker and more dependent on the white man. Go ahead.
Right. Psalms what?
Psalms 55.
55
and 20. But first we're going to start with this news read and what's going on in the world. Everybody have a call it out. See everybody
got it?
Come. We're going to read from this news story first. Go ahead.
President Trump tried Sunday to strike an upbeat tone about the $1.3 trillion budget he recently signed that includes a hefty $700 billion for the military.
$700 billion for the military. You understand? And as we're going to read, this is actually an increase of the military spending that America is doing. The money that America spends on killing people, on weapons that kill people, and that oppress people, get people.
But only a fraction of the roughly $18 billion he sought for the border wall.
And he put some money in the budget so he can get to put more money on the wall against the Isupk. Read on.
Because of $716 billion gotten to rebuild our military, many jobs are created and our military is again rich, Trump tweeted.
He said the military is again rich. What people don't understand, this is the propaganda that's on black people in America. That's on a lot of these countries that, trying to be like the white man or love the white man, love America. They think America is a great, peaceful country.
Right.
They think America is a peaceful country that's all about peace and helping justice and democracy and helping the oppressed and all this and that. What they don't understand is America spends the most money on having weapons to kill everybody.
That's right.
Right.
It's the exact opposite of the most peaceful country. You understand? The most peaceful country will have a whole bunch of money set up for helping people,
right,
feeding people, peaceful things. A peaceful guy ain't gonna come over and he got all the guns in the world, he got knives and torture devices and got people hitmen and killers and assassins. That's not a peaceful person.
Right.
But Negroes in America think America is a peaceful country. It's because we have the brainwashing. You understand? The brainwashing of the mark of the beast. You understand? Which is Christianity. And believing in this democracy. That we are the great peaceful nation. America is the greatest peaceful nation. That's the white man, the Bible calls him the most subtle beast in the field.
That's right.
So he basically, it means he's the most sneaky human being. Out of all humans, out of all the different races, his race is the most sneaky, the most conniving, the most backstabbing, the best one at lying.
Bro.
Best one at propaganda, all of that. You understand? You might have the Asians who real good at doing stuff like making 1 million copies that all look the same. They good at mass producing shit. It's crap. Africans, what they good at? Running around and, I don't know, chopping up people. I don't know where they talents is at. But every nation has different skills that they're good and better at. You understand? The white man's skill, he's the most subtle. He's the most sneakiest. That's how he's been able to fool fool generations of people into believing he is the most peaceful country on the earth when he's the only country that has the most war. He runs the most war across the world. You understand? The war in Iraq, that was his country invading another country. But you ask an average black person, America is peaceful and America is about peace and we try to promote peace across the world, when every other country, it's illegal for them to invade other countries. Right. After they had World War II, all the countries signed a little treaty, that's the UN and stuff like that, and NATO and all that, where it's illegal for other nations to invade another nation. You understand? It's illegal. All the nations come together and say, we're not going to invade nobody. We're going to end all this World War stuff. And all the nations signed it, even America. America's the only nation that's breaking. You understand? Or it's the beginning nation that's breaking all the peace treaties. You understand? That's like the civilized nation. All right? So let's read a little more. Let's get to scripture. Get Psalms 55 and 20. And the scriptures tell us before, we only need this, you know what I mean? But the scriptures tell it to us all. Go ahead.
Come. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 55, verse 20. He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him.
This is the white man. He puts his hand against people that will try to be at peace with him. Black people have been trying to be at peace with the white man. I guarantee you, most of the black people who got bombed by the white man, are trying to have peace with him.
Right.
If you would have went to their house before they opened that package and got blown up, they would have been saying, the white man ain't all that bad. There's some good white people. America, there's still hope for America. Right. And then they go outside and open up a box and it blows them up.
That's right.
Talking a bomb. You understand? That got to be hell. You understand? Is any more in that scripture?
Con. He had broken his covenant.
What has he done?
He had broken his covenant.
Go ahead.
So that's verse in on that verse.
Going to verse 21.
Con. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
God bless America, the land of the free, the home of the brave, all these sweet things, Jesus, we're a Christian country and, God bless America, like they believe in God and all this and that, they don't believe in none of that. They believe in war and tricking people. That's the white man's way. His way is to trick you. If he can't trick you, then he don't know what to do with you. Right. His main goal is to try to get your guard down and befriend you so he can stab you in the back.
Right.
That's what he does. You understand? Like the scripture says, read it again, verse 20 and 21.
Con. Psalms chapter 55, verse 20. He had put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He had broken his covenant.
He had broken his covenant. Like I said, America's not supposed to be invading other countries.
Right.
But I guess the Arabs ain't get that message. You know what I'm saying? He went and rolled on through whatever Arab people he wanted to roll on and destroy. Go ahead.
Verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
His words are smoother than butter. Go ahead.
But war was in his heart.
What's in his heart?
War was in his heart.
Donald Trump signed $700 billion in spending. Go ahead, read some more on that. Is there any more on that?
Come.
No, I'm about Tariffs. Go ahead and read Tariffs.
Building a great border wall with drugs, poison, and enemy combatants pouring into our country.
He's talking about Mexicans. He's calling them the enemies. Go ahead.
It's all about national defense. Build the wall through. Was that supposed to be through me? It just says M right there, or exclamation mark.
Through Mexico.
Okay, through Mexico. The president has taken criticism from both ends of the political spectrum for the congressional budget deal he signed last week, with conservatives complaining it increases the $619 billion military expenditure in the U.S. nearly outpaced the combined spending of every other country on this list in 2013.
What does it do? Nearly outpaced.
Okay, nearly outpaced the combined spending of every other country on this list in 2013.
Basically, what it's saying is America spends the most on its military budget per how much money it makes. So say every nation gets $100 to run their nation. America, out of its $100, spends the most on the military than any other country. Even Russia, even North Korea, even all the Iran and all these other countries, America spends the most money that it makes on tanks, guns, bullets, knives, you understand? Humvees, trucks, bombs, planes that drop bombs, helicopters that shoot bullets, drones that, drop bombs with nobody even flying it, you understand? Pistols. America spends the most money on all those things than every other country combined. You understand? Go ahead, get that. Go ahead, read more on that.
At the start of 2013, the U.S. had nearly 8,000 nuclear warheads in reserve.
America goes around and tries to stop other countries from having nuclear bombs, yet America has 8,000 nuclear bombs. Hey, shalom, Lord Christ. America has the most nuclear bombs of every country. All right, read more.
Since 2001, U.S. defense spending has risen from $287 billion to $530 billion.
So since 2003, right? 2003 is spending $200 billion on its military, right? 10 years later, in 2013, it's spending double that, around $500 billion. Last year, it spent $600 billion. This year, they're gonna spend $700 billion. So it goes up and up and up and up. You understand? But America not supposed to have no money. Yeah, just grab cups and give me one too.
Couple cups. Look at yourself.
Yeah, my cups. Let me get my cup upstairs. So every year, America's military spending goes up and up and up and up.
Right.
But yeah, it's supposed to be about peace and equality. You understand?
Right.
That's women talk. You understand? Right. Women that talk about that, about peace and equality, and we need to vote, and the white men don't give a damn about no damn vote.
That's right.
You understand? Right. He ain't spending $700 billion to make sure everybody get a chance to vote and all this and that. He's spending that much money to make sure he got guns, he got bullets, he got knives, he got razors, he got everything he need to kill every other nation.
Right.
And continue to kill. You understand? That's what actually the world is about. When the Lord said he's a man of war, that's what it's really about. The whole world is warfare in the world. You understand? That's one of the important things of life. We're going to get that in the scriptures. Get Ecclesiasticus. No, matter of fact, get Psalms 120 and 6.
Come.
You can stay on that.
Okay.
Psalms 120 and 6.
Psalms 120 and 6.
Mm-hmm. What? So you got all these Christians talking about love and God loves everybody and it's y'all are too militant. You understand? They want to say that about us, but they're so fooled and so tricked by the white man that they would never say to the white man America is too militant of a country. They would never say that. But you see, 5, 10 black men come together to raise up their people. You're too militant.
Right.
But you living in a country that spends the most money not on health care, not on food, not on housing to make sure everybody have a place to live. It spends the most money on bullets and guns and knives.
Right.
You understand? And tanks that run people over and crushing people and bombs that are just fire bombs. You just throw it, blow up, it's just all fire, blow you up. It's called a grenade. You understand? They making those by the boatload. Not even truckload. They make them by the boatload. You gotta have a whole boat to have all the grenades they got.
Right.
You understand? That's just grenades. That ain't even talking about missiles.
Right.
Ain't talking about bullets. Ain't talking about smoke grenades. Ain't talking about no. That's just regular frag grenades. They got a boatload full of it. Just this year they gonna make it. So, we supposed to be all about peace and love, you understand, and not care for our brothers in that in a military fashion.
Right.
We just supposed to be, like the scripture says, lambs for the slaughter, sheep for the slaughter.
Right.
No, we ain't gonna do that. Go ahead, Trooper.
So lucky. And not only is we too militant, but we racist. Even though the white man military protect the white man, you know what I'm saying? They don't call them racist. But we too militant and we racist.
Yeah, but the American military, for some reason, they keep killing Arab people.
Right.
I wonder why it's mainly Arab people you killing.
Right.
I wonder if it has something to do with their race.
Right.
You understand? Or what nation they part of.
Right.
Yeah, it has everything to do with that.
Damn right.
Go ahead.
Also, too, they keep talking, you know what I'm saying, all type of crazy stuff towards Korea, North Korea.
Right.
And anybody that even seems like they want to ally themselves with North Korea, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And if America was a peaceful country, North Korea ain't even close enough to even hurt America.
Right.
So why are you so worried about North Korea, a country so far away that not even like a border country, you're not in danger or nothing?
Right.
When does North Korea went and attacked another nation?
Right.
You understand? But we will believe that the white man, he's the peaceful one. Those North Koreans, they all about trouble. Every other people is about trouble. We even believe that about our own people.
Right.
So, oh yeah, niggas is just about trouble. Niggas don't want to do nothing but just be niggas. You know what I'm saying? But we sitting here oppressed by a country that's spending all this money to kill us.
That's right.
Why do you think niggas act the way they act? How else would you act? You know what I mean? You're gonna get high and be crazy out your damn mind.
Right.
Go ahead, young man.
Just to add to that, the white man is the goddamn devil.
That's right. That's right.
You ain't that brother that keep calling the Cross the Line Radio and keep saying, y'all need to say white man's the devil more. Y'all know that, brother?
Yeah, I know you talking about.
Yeah, he keep calling saying, y'all need to say white man's the devil more. Right here, understand?
Right.
So let's get more on Psalms 120 and 6.
Count on God. The book of Psalms, chapter 120, verse 6.
Start at verse 5.
Count on God. Woe is me that I sojourn in Meshech, that I dwell in the tents of Kedar.
Go to verse 6.
Verse 6. My soul hath long dwelt with him that hateth peace.
Wait. Read that again. He said his soul lives with somebody who would hate peace. Read that again.
Count on God. My soul hath long dwelt with him that hateth peace.
King David know what we going through.
Right.
He know why black men feel the way we feel and think the way we think about everything. You understand? Because he know what it's like to live with somebody who's only about killing you.
Right.
An enemy. You understand? Read it again.
Count on God. Verse 6. My soul hath long dwelt with him that hateth peace.
The white man hates peace. You understand? That's what we got to understand. The white man hates peace. He's not a peaceful animal. He's not a kind and nothing like that. If you want to equate him to an animal, equate him to a snake.
Damn right.
That's right.
It's mesmerizing to look at as it goes and it slithers and it bites you. You're like, it's being like a little sting. Next thing you know, your hands start rotting. You understand? You can't move your hand. It blows up to like 5 times the size. It turns green. And then you got to cut that hand off unless the rest of the venom will get to your whole body and kill you.
Damn right.
That's the white man. That's the type of animal he is if you was in the forest and the sea. You know what I mean? Just go to Yahoo Mail, and then when it goes, go down to class reading. One of them should say class reading is from me.
Officer.
As a matter of fact, I might have to class reading me. That ain't the right one. This thing trying to up. All right, let's get the rest of that. Psalms 120.
Psalms 120, verse 7. And I am for peace.
And what?
But I am for peace.
RSUBK, we for peace, man. We want peace. When we rule the earth, we're going to put every country and every people in their own land and make them have peace. They're not going to start encroaching into other people's lands. They're not going to steal from this country, They're all going to have their own shit, and they better stay in place.
Right.
Or else we're going to come out and rule like the scripture say, rule with a rod of iron, and make sure and deal with it. You understand? And make sure they don't come out of their land no more and start trying to kill other people and rob other nations' resources.
Right.
You understand? That's what we're going to do. We for peace. When we rule, the scripture says the nation's going to beat their swords into plowshares.
Damn right.
It means there ain't going to be no war. You understand? It's going to be everybody living in a peaceful world. We're going to travel to the other planets and just colonize the world and colonize the galaxy. You understand? It's going to be peace. But the white man, he's not for that. He does not want that. He wants war and more war. If you got your own nation, he want your nation to fight each other so he can steal the resources from underneath their nation. You understand? All right. Go ahead.
Okay. But when I speak, they are for war.
But when we speak, the white man is for war.
Right.
You understand? That's what we got to tell and let people understand. As we teach this truth. Because more and more black people going to get, more and more white people going to keep flipping on black people and destroying them and killing them.
Right.
Turning on them. You understand? To where they're going to they're going to be like depressed and distraught. Like, I don't know what to do, all this no love and all this and that. We got to go to them and show them and tell them, we are for peace of the world. You understand? Right. The white man, which is, they never think it's the white man's fault. Right. We got to show them the white man is the one who's for war.
That's
the white man is the one who got our young men in prison. You know what I mean? He got our babies dying in the abortion clinics.
Right.
The white man is the one that that's starting all these wars across the whole world. It ain't wars and famines all over the world just because people don't want to eat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's because the white man is pushing this stuff across the world. We got to show the world in with our study, with our teaching, how the white man is the actual evil.
Damn right.
And not more than just saying the white man's the devil. You got to get deeper than just, the white man's the devil. You got to get into his crimes too.
Right.
Damn right.
You got to get into his crimes and what he's doing, wicked and evil, and point them out and hammer on those things.
Right.
Stay on those things. That's the past. It ain't the past. It's going on right now.
Damn right.
60s, the girls got blown up at a church bombing. 2018. 5 black people just got blown up by more bombs.
Right.
FedEx bombs, whatever they call them now. Go ahead, True.
That's lucky. Let's just call them white devil bombs because that's exactly what they was.
Yeah.
But on what you was just talking about, that white bomber, that devil, like when they police caught him, he blew himself up. And then as they speaking on him, they're calling him a nerdy dude, a troubled young man. They got all the political things to say about him. But that same day that he blew himself up, they end up gunning down a black man in his own backyard. Shot him 20 times. And then of course he wasn't a young man. Of course he was a suspected criminal. You know what I'm saying? A robbery suspect in his own backyard.
Yeah.
Right. And that's all part of the white man's MO. You understand? That's not nothing new. He's saying doing all those things and saying that on purpose.
Right.
So the average white man don't walk around and people think he's a criminal.
Right.
Or he's a terrorist. Or he's a KKK crazy mass shooter.
Right.
That's why they saying that, because they don't want that stigma to be on their people.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So then people will associate them with that. But they do want a stigma of criminality and evil and all of them bad things on us.
Right.
That's why we so important, because we flip the script with the truth.
Damn
you understand? So it can't be called out. Like people calling out the white man now for calling these, mass terrorist white people, mentally ill.
Right.
Normal people just calling that out. But you understand, they can't call us out on what we said.
Goddamn right.
You understand? About the crimes that the white man is doing across the world.
Right.
You understand? And what this Bible been saying about the white man. All right, go ahead.
Come. Sir, in Malachi 1 and 4, can I break that out? Come. Malachi chapter 1, verse 4. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness.
Damn right.
Right, that's right.
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 What happened, Lord? You know what I'm saying? Break that down.
Come. And it's also going, and the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever.
Damn right.
That's
Right.
right.
All right. And that's in Obadiah, right?
Salaki, this is Malachi, and it's lucky if I could, sir. I don't know what the hell Christians is talking about when they say everybody can be saved. If the Most High is saying that He has indignation for Edom forever.
Damn right.
That's very definitive, that word forever.
That's right.
So, and this is also showing that the Most High, you know, He hates the white man.
Damn right.
The Most High saying He hates the goddamn white man.
Damn right.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I just want to bring that out because it's real heavy what you laying on us about this damn white man. You see what I'm saying? He's going all over the earth, making war, you know, talking real subtle with his tongue because he's the most subtle beast of the field, and he's gaming up black folks. You know what I'm saying? You know, trying to get us to think that he's this kind, gentle, coy man because he know how to speak all good. But he'll stab you in your goddamn back. He'll give you smallpox blankets, whatever the hell he can do to destroy you. Because
Damn right.
just want to bring that out.
Damn right. All right. Is there any more in that scripture?
Lost.
Psalms 120 and 6.
Oh, come.
Psalms 120 and 6. Everything all right with that young man? He had to dip?
No. He just went to go drain the dragon.
He had to go use the restroom, you said? Oh, he could have used it. Oh, okay.
Slocky, sir.
Psalms 120, verse 6.
Come.
Yeah, if somebody, for the next time they can use it upstairs, just go by the step, like this part step, so you can just, you know, watch them, you know what I mean, if something's going down.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 120, verse 6. My soul have dwelt with him that hateth peace.
Right. That's us. King David lived the same thing. That's us. We live with the white man, and he hate peace.
Right.
That's why he's spending all this money on guns. Go ahead.
Verse 7. I am for peace, but when I speak, they are for war.
Any more on that?
Lie.
All right, no sweat. Let's get the rest of this read.
In recent years, however, U.S. military outlays fell from 1.8% of GDP in 2009 to 3.8% in 2013.
Right. Go ahead.
Reductions in military expenditures.
So this is talking about 2013. The white man spent a little less money on his military, about 1% less. Go ahead.
Was due to a greater emphasis on fiscal austerity and the winding down of the conflicts in Iraq and Afghanistan.
That was during the time they was pulling out of Iraq and Afghanistan. So they lowered their military budget by 1.8%.
Right.
You understand? And that's back in 2013. So you see, okay, that's what went down. Let's read more.
Will two tribes go to war?
No, that's it on that. So it did that in 2013. And in 2013, around there, well, last year, they spent $600 billion on the military budget. This year, they're going to spend $700 billion. So a whole $100 billion more. And that was because back then they was used to spending less money because a war was ending. Afghanistan war and the war in Iraq was ending.
Right.
They spending $100 billion more this year. So what do you think about that? You understand? They pulled down their budget because they was ending the war. They just increased the budget.
Right.
So what does that tell you? You understand? That tell you that there's going to be more war that's going to come across the earth.
That's right.
The white man is preparing it. You
Right.
understand? The white man is preparing it and going to make more war across the earth. You understand? And one thing you got to always understand when it comes to like how we seeing and looking for World War III, all the countries usually around the wintertime, they slow down the military operations. It's cold. It's cold. Let's no food. It ain't warm out. there's less military stuff going on during the winter. As soon as the summertime, that's the time of war.
Right.
Spring and the summertime. So you think, people think you get all caught up. I ain't hearing nothing about World War III because it's the wintertime. Then the summertime, all this shit just starts popping up out of nowhere, and then people don't know where it came from. It's like that all the time.
Right.
You understand? It's always going to be like that. And these nations are getting more and more prepared for war. Now, America is also drawing blood in a trade war right now. And that's what we're going to read about. They drawing blood in a trade war against China. You understand? And all these things is important about World War III because Christ is going to return at the peak of World War III. Right before all the countries and tanks blow each other the hell up, right when they're in position to blow each other the hell up, that's when Christ's going to return and blow both of their asses up.
That's right.
You understand? That's in the scriptures. So it ain't going. They thinking it's going to be a war. It's going to be a war. They're going to be trying to blow each other up. Christ's going to come and blow both of them up.
Right.
You understand? America, China, and Russia, and all of them. So that's why knowing about World War III is very important. Because World War III is the time prophesied when Christ is going to return. And as you know, the fact that we in America, none of the prophecies ever failed. You understand? None of the prophecies didn't happen. You understand? The prophecies always came true. Now go ahead and let's read more on what's going on with America and China.
Will two tribes go to war? Even as the world's largest economies, the U.S. and China send conflicting signals over whether they're heading for an all-out trade war, spooking stock markets. Experts doubted either side will risk escalating a dispute over trade imbalances.
So everybody, this is what's been going on. All the people that give the president advice and all the different people who deal with the money in the country, they all telling Donald Trump to not put any tariffs, which is extra taxes on Chinese goods. You understand? And on other goods. But Donald Trump wanted to put a tariff on steel and some other goods. So it means basically if you got a company in America and you buy steel from China or from India, it's going to cost more money.
Right.
But if you buy it from Ohio, it'll have less money because there'll be less taxes on it.
Right.
So that means less people going to buy from China. Less people going to buy from these other countries. That's where it starts to become a problem. You understand? Because China, you already know, they everything made in China. You understand? Right. So as soon as that stuff starts getting blocked up, China gonna have a real problem. So what you would think. You understand? That's how certain mindsets will think. You understand? But we're gonna go into the class about how that happened to us, and it was actually a good thing that it happened to us. You understand? Go ahead and read more.
China's economic czar and vice premier Liu He told U.S. Treasury Secretary Stephen Mnuchin, whatever that was pronounced, on Saturday that Beijing is ready to defend its interests after Donald Trump announced plans to slap tariffs on nearly $50 billion in Chinese imports.
$50 billion worth. That's some chump change to the nations, like China and America, but it's still some change. Go ahead.
Why aren't Western sanctions stopping Putin?
No, that's it on that. Okay. Now, let's get Exodus chapter 1, verse 7. All right, we're going to go into some history for our people. What does this mean for our people? How do our people deal with stuff like this? Because contrary to popular belief, we are a nation.
That's right.
You know, people like to just try to blend us in with America, but we are our own nation.
That's right.
The 12 tribes of Israel.
Exodus 1 and 11, sir?
Exodus 1 and 7.
1 and 7.
And if we don't start thinking as a nation, we'll never be a nation.
Right.
You understand? We'll never be one.
Right.
Exodus chapter 1, verse 7.
Go ahead.
And the children of Israel were fruitful and increased abundantly and multiplied and waxed exceedingly mighty.
This is after we went into Egypt. All the Israelites went into a land called Goshen, which was in Egypt's territory, but our own little spot in Egypt, and we start growing.
Right.
So, you know how they get down. You know what I mean? Whenever we have all these kids, you know what I'm saying, have all this family, you know what I'm saying. We start growing, being multiplying. Go ahead.
Come. And the land was filled with them.
Land was filled with us. All right, go ahead.
Verse 8. Now there arose a new king over Egypt.
Hold up, back up. When the scripture said the land was filled with us, right? Everything that happened in ancient Egypt is happening in America.
Right.
Somebody tell me how today, how we are multiplying and being fruitful and the land is being filled with us. How is that happening in America today? Because it might be over some heads. Go ahead, True.
Salaki, my shot. The fact that you got Planned Parenthoods in every ghetto around the United States.
Yeah, well, that's actually taking down our numbers.
Right, but that's letting you know that we multiplying. They're afraid we gonna overtake them and overrun them. So,
True. That letting you know that. But as also, what's another way? Because that also didn't taking down our numbers. You understand? So it's letting them know that, you know, they were scared of it, but that's taking down our numbers. How are we multiplying in this place? Go ahead.
Maybe how we, like in there, we holding like big offices and like we, in their militaries and things like that. So we like the prophecy say, we be at the neck of our enemies, something like that.
The fact you said we be at the neck of our enemies is letting me know that we're not thinking yet as a nation.
right.
You see what I'm saying? As far we thinking as a nation, but right now you're not. Think of the nation of Israel. How we being fruitful and multiplying. Don't think of the tribe of Judah. That I just damn near gave it to you.
Yeah, I know.
I just damn near gave it to you. Go ahead, Isupk.
I was gonna say the Passover, sir.
No, not the Passover. When you look at as a whole, as a nation, right?
Right.
All the 12 tribes.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Even though the tribe of Judah is having a lot of abortions, you look at the tribe of Issachar. What are they doing in America?
Right.
Yes.
You might not see it here as much, but if you go down to Texas and California, and those places, Arizona, New Mexico, the white man will be like, shit, they done took over. You know what I'm saying? Because our other tribes are also multiplying.
Right.
You understand? So the white man, he don't see it like we see it. We looking at, oh yeah, niggas is coming up or niggas is going down.
Right.
The white man see it as niggas is coming up, Mexicans is coming up, Puerto Ricans is coming up, Native Americans coming up.
Right.
There's too many of them. They multiplying.
Right.
That's how Pharaoh looked at it too. Right. We got to also think of all the tribes. You see what I'm saying? We got to think all the tribes. The white man don't just see, you know, niggas. He see niggas and spicks. And that's double the number that we see. You understand? Because he see them as an enemy too. Right. Go ahead. You want to say something?
Okay. 3 Hebrews in any place is called a gang.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's only 3 of them.
Yeah.
You call it a gang. You go down to one of these places like, you know, one of these places where there ain't a whole lot of blacks at, and you know, all 3 of y'all go into a store, y'all a gang going into that store.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And like I said, you go down to Texas and New Mexico and Arizona and California, it's flooded with Issacharites.
Right.
It's flooded with you know, Gadites and stuff like that. The white man see that and he see niggas, we are doing exactly what the scripture said. We're multiplying and becoming strong and mighty to, you know, in the eyes of our enemies. Go ahead.
Right. To add on to your point, that's why them devils are trying to build that goddamn wall.
Right.
Right.
That's exactly right. It's exactly why he's putting up some billions for the wall.
Right.
Because they are down there in Texas and it's San Antonio and they go to the basketball game and there's a whole bunch of Mexicans watching the game. They're like, oh hell, this is crazy. You understand?
Right.
Go yeah, you want something to bring
Salaki, so I was just going to say, we just brought that out about that border of wickedness. This big border he's talking about.
That's
keeping all, you know, keeping good people from coming in here and his wickedness sealed in this damn Babylon.
Mm-hmm.
Indigenous people.
God.
Right.
Go ahead.
But Will, sir, just right quick. With him building that, the Most High always use their devices against you, you know what I'm saying? With him building that wall, right? Now he ain't getting his labor force inside the wall to build the things within the confines of that wall.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that wall, that physical wall that he built, ain't gonna mean a damn thing. You ain't got a labor force to take care of what's on the inside of it, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The Most High catches the wise and the own craftiness.
Right.
Damn right. Let's get some more on the read. We at Exodus. Let's get some more in Exodus.
Exodus, verse 8. Now there arose a new king over Egypt, which knew not Joseph.
Mm-hmm.
And he said unto his people, Behold, the people of the children of Israel are more mightier than we.
The Mexicans are rapists. What else Donald Trump say? All time, everything he said against the children of Israel.
Right.
Let's make America great again. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that America built off of killing, blacks and Hispanics and Americans.
Right.
You understand? That's the same thing in the scriptures. Oh, there rose a new pharaoh, and we see that it's like that every 4 years because it's a new pharaoh every 4 years.
Right.
A new president, which is the same as the pharaoh. It's a new one. You know what I'm saying? So Donald Trump will be like the new one of the day. You understand? And he said all these things. What he said against Mexicans? That they was rapists.
Right.
That they destroying this country and all that type of stuff. Yeah. Same thing.
Robbers.
All that shit.
He called black people, the black football players, sons of bitches.
Right.
All of that. So it's the same thing going on back then in Egypt to now. Go ahead.
Come. Israel and more mightier than we. Verse 10. Come and let us deal wisely with them.
Right, let's build a wall. Let's get immigration going. Let's kick them out the country. All of that. You know what I'm saying? Let's get he want to do a new law to put drug dealers to death.
Right.
You understand? He's just going to do that to kill off black people, and then they're going to legalize marijuana. After they killed you for it, they're going to legalize it. There's a white guy going to be selling it over your dead body.
Right.
You know what I mean? We used to sell it on a corner. He going to have a store right there.
Right.
After the white man just put you to death for it. Go ahead.
So lucky, sir. Like he was telling them goddamn devils, them other cop devils, them Irish devils, deal more harshly with the criminals. You know what I'm saying? Be harder on them, be rougher on them. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Anything that he can think of, these goddamn devils. The white man is the devil about to talk.
That's
right.
Right. Go ahead, read more on the read.
Will come. Least they multiply, and it come to pass that when there followeth out any war, they join also unto our enemies.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
And fight against us. Mm-hmm. And so get them up and out of the land.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Verse 11. Therefore they did set over them taskmasters to afflict them with their burdens. And they built up for Pharaoh treasure cities.
And the taskmasters of today, who could tell me some of the taskmasters of today? Go ahead, Austin.
Sir, it's like these heathens in the hood. These East Indians that got these stores, and these Hamites that got these stores, and these Koreans. They like taskmasters because they are getting money from Israelites, and we don't really have any say in our own neighborhoods.
You don't want to go there with this scripture. Go ahead.
The goddamn Christian church, sir. Them pastors.
No, you don't want to go there with this scripture. You always want to bring it around what's going on more recently. What you want to say with this is, go ahead.
The Congress people.
No, say Congress. Think of what's going on across the whole country. Black Lives Matter. The police. Police is the taskmasters that afflict us and your burdens. What happens every time they arrest you? You got a $200, $500 ticket.
Right.
You understand? That every time they come see you, it's damn near a ticket or some time in jail. You lose your job. They come to afflict you. See, or they kill your family. Like they just killed the young man in California.
Right.
You don't understand? So that's where you want to go with it for now. You understand? This time. They had taskmasters to afflict us in our burdens. That's the cops riding around the neighborhood all day and night, looking for you to wait for you to, jaywalk. You know what I mean? Or wait for you to, run a stop sign. That's where you want to go with it now. You understand? That's more like big.
Right.
Read more.
And they built for Pharaoh treasure cities Pythium, Python, and Ramses.
New York, LA. Go ahead. Right. Chicago. Go ahead.
Verse 12. But the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew.
What happened?
They multiplied and grew.
Read it from the top again. The more they what?
But the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew.
That's what's going to happen with what's going on to us. What's happening to us in this place. You understand? The more the white man afflict us, the more we're going to grow. You understand? And coming from the truth, this is how it's going to be for us.
Yeah,
you understand? It's going to be for us. The more the white man, the more these police brutality things, the more these, white devils going and doing these crimes against blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans, the more ammo we have to tell the brother, say, see what the white man's doing? Robert was right to never trust the white man. Or talking to a Mexican or whatever. You see, the white man ain't all nice. He don't love us. Right. You know what I mean? He hates you just like he hate me.
That's right.
That's going to be good for the truth. That's going to be good for fishing.
Right.
This is a good time for fishing. It's prime time for fishing. Like right now, it's better for fishing than it has almost any other time been in the truth.
Right.
Since 1969. Like it's getting better and better for fishing for us. Because like the scriptures say, the devil know he got but a short time, so his wrath is coming.
That's
The
right.
white man gonna be more and more sadistic and evil. It's gonna be more, for example, Rodney King. Back in the day, everybody was up in arms. Rodney King, they should have did that. The police got off. It's the same. It's like 5 Rodney Kings every week.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like 5 Rodney Kings every day. You understand? It's good for fishing. So it's on us to make sure we study and we learn and being on point, because there's going to be a lot of brothers going to come into the truth.
That's right.
A lot of brothers is going to start coming into the truth, and it's going to be good fishing time.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's our time to learn and make sure you're at camp and dropping the truth, because this truth is going to grow, like crazy. Yeah, it's already growing like crazy, but it's going to grow, man, like crazy. You understand? The more they afflict us, the more we're going to grow. The stronger we're going to be. The more brothers they lay off, the more brothers they throw in jail, the more Mexicans they deport, the greater we're going to be able to fish.
Damn right.
The more brothers are going to come into the truth. Eventually, it ain't going to be nowhere for nobody else to go but the ISUPK. But to here. You know what I'm saying? Because the Christian church ain't going to add up.
Right.
You ain't gonna have your grandma deported, and your brother killed by a cop, then go into the Christian church and start saying, I love them. If you do, then we don't want you in there anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A sane person, you know what I mean, gonna say, man, that stuff's too evil. I don't even deal with religion no more, because that's what most black people are saying now.
God.
They don't deal with religion no more. I'm spiritual. I'm this. I'm that. Because the Christianity ain't adding up.
Right.
Just saying God love everybody and talking about hugging and loving and forgiving and getting the blessing when all this hell is going on, it ain't gonna add up.
That's right.
So more and more people is gonna come in here and we're gonna grow.
Right.
You understand? Let's get some more in the scripture. Oh, go ahead.
So want me to finish reading?
Yeah, you can finish reading where he was at.
And they were grieved.
And they were what?
And they were grieved.
That's the white man. He grieved when he sees the ISUPK. He grieved.
That's right.
He hate this. Go ahead.
Because of the children of Israel.
Right.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Read on.
And the Egyptians made the children of Israel to serve with rigor.
All right, that's it on that. Let's get to the rest of this read. So the white man, he put tariffs on China, starting a trade war, stopping them from selling their goods. What is China? What's going to happen to China because of this? Who can answer?
Could you repeat that, sir? I'm sorry.
Donald Trump putting the taxes on China goods. What's going to happen to China because of this? Go ahead.
So lucky. He's trying to starve them out on the money tip, sir.
And so what is China going to do?
Oh, they're going to fight back, sir.
Right. So basically, what's going to happen is, okay, China, they're going to say, okay, we can't sell to America. We'll get other markets.
Right.
We'll strengthen other markets. We'll strengthen selling it somewhere else, to Europe, to India, to some other place. That's what's going to happen. And that's going to make every country start going to their own.
Right.
You understand? All this where it's mixed match and stuff like that. Give me Isaiah 13. Somebody give me Isaiah 13.
Come.
Go ahead.
Got a quick comment, sir. And this goes into the other class that you was talking on. China was going into business with Africa, building that railroad.
Right.
And also that other class that you was on was talking about how the U.S. was watching them build them islands, China build them islands and stuff, and trying to figure out what kind of military strike that they can, preemptive strike they can drop on China before, because they already knew what Trump was doing is messing with their money, and they know ain't nobody going for nobody messing with their money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? No heathen race is going for that. That's how they get that's their bread and butter. Right. That's why you see all these heathen businesses in Israelite communities.
Yeah, they ain't in the white man's community.
Right.
The white man ain't going for that. Give me Isaiah 13 and 14.
Come.
So, before you get it, let me say this. So, like I said, this is what's going to happen, but this is what's driving Bible prophecy. You understand? It's driving Bible prophecy of what's going on in the world today. What Donald Trump is doing with putting the tariffs on these other countries, especially China. That's going to make every country go to their own. Another thing, where China putting the bases and the trains and the connections with Africa, the Bible also says Africa going to join with Russia in World War III against America. You understand? Ethiopia and Libya, which is, Ethiopia is like the head of Africa. You know what I'm saying? Like the head African place. You know what I mean? That encompasses a lot of different Africa. That encompasses damn near the whole side of Africa. Kenya, Sudan, Somalia, all of that is Ethiopia in the scriptures.
Right.
You understand? So they're going to join with China and with Russia against America. Yeah, all right? And this is going to strengthen China's ties with Africa. China going to send more goods to Africa and do more things with Africa and the Africans because they can't do it with America.
Right.
You understand? So it's just making World War III happen. And we the only ones who really know this. You know what I'm saying? Besides certain white devils who maybe can look at it and kind of just put two and two together. But as far as, we the really only ones who know it, and we know it definitively what's going to happen.
Damn right.
Go ahead.
So like you said, real quick, and like you were saying, them heathens is going to go into business with them other heathens, the Chinese with the Africans. Just a reminder for the conscious community, motherfuckers. You won't see a piece of that money.
Right.
Believe that. Right, you eat?
There will be no infrastructure in the land of polites.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. There will be no industry in the land of... There'll be none of that. No resources siphoned and filtered there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They'll just be, you know what I'm saying, just like little slaves in the background just looking, you know what I'm saying? They're running slavery. But look at all the greatness that come to Master House. You know what I'm saying?
Damn right.
Where we at?
13 and 14, sir. Isaiah? 13, 14?
Yeah, let's get it. Read that.
Isaiah, verse 13, 14. And it shall be as the chaste road.
That's my favorite.
Shall be as the chased road. That's a road is a deer.
Right.
And it's going to be like people chasing deers. People going to be running around, and it's going to tell you where they're going to be running to. That's what's going on now, damn near. You see all these black people getting killed by these white people?
Right.
You think black people ain't going to eventually wisen up a little bit?
Right.
They're going to start trying to get away from white people.
Damn right.
They even had that on Facebook. They have a whole little resort in the islands that some sister from America came up with just for black women to get away from white people.
Right.
It's like no white people allowed on their little resort. It's like 10 sisters in little tents and shit and in the beach. And they, out in the yoga and doing that stuff. But they doing it, it's so-called, it's no white people allowed, and they doing it to get away from white people.
Right.
So niggas ain't gonna be sitting around a white man for long. Right. You understand? Go ahead.
All it will take is some white dude with a little shell necklace on his neck. They will let him in. You know what I'm saying? And he'll bring in, and they'll just be wiped the hell out. They ain't only just trying to get away from. They're not trying to get away from white people. They're trying to get away from black men. That's what they got. Right. And that's just gonna come back to bite them in the ass.
Like I said, the main thing that's gonna be growing is the only thing that's gonna be growing is ISUPK.
That's right.
Nothing else gonna help you. You understand? With as far as getting away, escaping from the white man or getting to the Lord, none of that. Only thing that's going to grow is ISUPK. That's why we got to hold strong and just hold post.
Damn right.
Hold our position, do our jobs, and it's going to grow because it's not our will to make this work. It's the Lord's will.
Damn right.
Most High wants us to have a school and have brothers and wake up people and do this and that. The Lord wants it to happen. It's not because I want it or Tariffs want it so bad that he's just going to make it happen across the world. You know, it's the Lord that wants this to happen. All we got to do is just get on. You understand? Go ahead, Trooper, make it quick.
Yes, sir. And it's heavy though because like the ISUPK is the home of the truth and nothing but the truth. And you can see these other groups out here faking like they done thought of this shit on their own. Right. They ain't doing nothing but regurgitating the UPK. Right. They've been watching The Secret, learning under the priests and prophets of the Most High, and then go out and try to regurgitate the shit like they just had an epiphany. There's only been one group putting this truth out here since 1969, and we know who that is.
Right. See, this is what's wrong with a lot of black people, man. This is what's wrong with a lot of those Israelite groups. I don't give a damn. So what? If they broke off, okay, fine, no problem. Still give credit where credit is due. Tell people where you damn learned from.
Damn right.
Like it's something like it was sent to you in a vision, in a dream.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're leading people to think that, no, you got it from One West. Come on, man. Just be real with it. Just be real with it. Love your brothers as you love yourself.
That's right.
Right, because like I said, when my first time coming here, I done watched, you know, damn near all them camps. You know what I'm saying? But you know, the One West doctrine, you know what I'm saying, the teachings is what draw me. And the Most High was just weeding them out.
Damn
you know
right. Right.
And it brought me to the steps right here until the billboard.
That's right.
That's the way it happened to me. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's a process, what they call the process of elimination.
That's right.
Damn right. All right, let's get the rest on the scripture. Isaiah 13 and 14.
Come. And it shall be as a chase road, and as a sheep that hath no man taketh up. They shall.
Well, let me break that down. A sheep that no man taketh up. Basically, sheep sheep are like real dumb. And they just walk around and just eat the grass. Wherever the grass is at, they just keep walking off. If you have a herd of them, they'll just all scatter away. Right. And then one of them will just be lost and just be like, and just freeze to death because it's not by the herd to get warm. You understand? And they just die. But you got to have a shepherd to watch that. A dog, a person that can watch. Okay, that sheep getting too fucking far. You know what I mean? Right. Where my one sheep at? That sheep done got lost. Now you gotta go get it because he's just gonna be lost and die. It ain't like a dog that can sniff his way back home. You understand? Right. It's just gonna be gone forever and die out by itself. You understand? So you need somebody to take it up, to go get it, bring it back to the herd so it can be warm through the night and have the protection of the herd.
Damn right.
That's what it is gonna be for us. But it's gonna be like nobody go to get that sheep.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Ain't gonna be like black people just gonna be out doing stuff against the Lord, getting destroyed. Nobody gonna be able to say to just, you know, like be like, oh, you need to get like this, brother. That's why your life is going wrong. Because you ain't doing this. You doing that wrong. You in here, you in that place. It's gonna be like that across the world.
Right.
Read more.
Come. They shall every man turn to his own. Come. They shall every man turn to his own people.
Right.
And flee everyone into his own land.
Right.
That's what it's gonna happen. You understand? All the people in China, the Chinese and all that, they're gonna be like, okay, there's some problems between China and America. I gotta go back to China. Right. You understand? The Africans, there's some problems with Africa. Africa's joining China and joining Russia. I gotta get my ass back to fucking Africa. You understand? Every people gonna be fleeing, returning to their own land. That's what we seeing with the tariffs. You know what I mean? That's what it's encouraging that. You understand? Right. It's encouraging China to think China. You understand? It's encouraging every nation to think on their own. And that's gonna cause the wars.
Right.
You understand? That's what's gonna have the wars happen. You understand?
Right.
Because every nation, they like, oh shit, well, we only really about China. You step against China wrong, we gonna blow you up. The other nation gonna be like, well, shit, we only about us. Shit, you should do us wrong, we gonna do you wrong. You know, every nation gonna get like that. There ain't gonna be like no coming togetherness no more.
Right.
Every nation gonna be on their own.
Right. Distrust is gonna be sown and weaved among them and everything. If they can't trust each other, what they gonna do? They ain't gonna have no choice but to separate. They can't trust each other, right?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's exactly what they're the same distrust that they force upon us towards each other is what they're gonna reap.
Right.
And they're gonna be in distrust one towards another. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
The precept with that in Zechariah 14. That's another topic.
You just quoted.
When it talks about every neighbor's hands are turned against his neighbor.
Right.
These are people that were formerly allies with one another.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And at that time, now they're going to be like, wait a minute, hold on. You betrayed me. No, nigga, you betrayed me. You betrayed me. You betrayed me. Now you got everybody slaughtering each other.
Right.
And in that day, there's only going to be, at least for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the only thing that's going to make sense that even has the knowledge and wisdom the scripture says, wisdom shall be the stability at our times.
Right.
We're going to be the only ones with wisdom for those kind of days.
Right.
And then the days is getting closer and closer.
That's right.
That day is getting closer and closer to where everybody just going to be like, I'm just lost. You know what I mean? I'm in the wrong place. I'm in the wrong side of town.
Right.
You know what I mean? Too many white people around here, you know?
Right.
To where the average black person is going to be saying that.
Damn right.
And then we're going to be the ones who are going to be the ones to pick up the pieces and put it all together for our people.
Damn right.
Nobody else going to be able to put two and two together. They ain't going to know what the hell's going on. You understand? Just like if the sister, her son gets shot by the police and she go to the Christian pastor, what the fuck he going to tell her?
Yeah.
Forgive them, sis.
Yeah. Leave it in the God's hands. Leave it in the court's hands. The court's going to handle it. Then the verdict come back a year later, 2 years later, not guilty.
Right.
Then what? Now she going to go to the same pastor again? And what he going to say then? Now he just confounded. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now what he been saying all this time, you know, Pastor, why is God doing this to me? You know, it's just gonna be like a sheep that no man taketh up. Go ahead.
That's lucky. And he gonna do what people who ain't in the truth is known to do. Blame themselves and each other. Well, it's something you did then, sister. You know what I'm saying? They that's one thing that black people gotta understand. That white devil just shot up that school. They didn't blame him. They blamed the gun. That white devil was shipping off bombs. They didn't blame him. They blamed FedEx.
And check this out, Will, sir. You know what I'm saying? They'll play with him. You know, they could have the same killer can go inside the same church, right? They play some of their little music. God of worship. And he come through the door and everything, and everybody's thinking that everybody look at him and all of that, and the Lord is really moving. The music, it sounds so good, and it's so, the music is just so soothing and all of that, they think, God must be at work here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He must be at work. That dude that pulled the AR-15 out. They not even noticing he came in with a trench coat on.
Right.
And he throw that AR-15 out that bad boy and just wax ass all over the church.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. And it's so sad that you said that, because that damn near about to be happening next. You know
Right.
You're gonna walk in there with AR into the black church and just blow everybody away.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's so sad. He'll probably get away too. Just go to the door, pop off about 3 clips, get everybody, and just drive away. Yeah, police ain't gonna profile him.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
He'll be driving by the cops. Like, he'll be sweating. Cops just look at him.
Yeah. Right.
Drive off like in the movies.
That's what I'm saying.
They don't see
And
the
then-
criminal. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And then he'll get a GoFundMe for him.
Right.
He'll get a GoFundMe to where he'll get over $500,000 in funds towards him.
Right.
So, I mean, shit.
Secret donations.
Right. So that would entice any Edomite to come in and do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Go ahead, Trooper. Make it quick.
So lucky, it's kind of a concert. And the messed up part is, like, a white devil can walk inside any Christian church and they won't perceive that white devil as a threat whatsoever. But you take threat to your own people walking in the church.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it was on Facebook, some black kids walked into a white church with Black Lives Matter shirt. It wasn't nothing controversial about the shirt. It just, I mean, it's Listen to the slogan, Black Lives Matter. Not Black Lives are more important. Black lives are the best. Black lives matter. Man, you get me? And they kicked them out the church, called the police, and told them, you can't come in this church because this is private property.
Look, stuff like that is exactly why the scripture says, the more they afflicted them, the more they grew. And they ain't talking about, just black people, Hispanic people. The truth gonna grow.
That's
right. The truth gonna grow. That type of stuff is good. You understand? Let them get kicked the hell on out. Better they get kicked out than they got beat to death. Right. That's the next step. You know what I mean? Right. There'd be a lynch mob. You know what I mean? Right. They'd be stomping them and killing them. Right. So it's good they got kicked out. That's what they damn deserve. What the hell they doing going in there anyway? Right. You know what I mean? Right. So black people want to start learning one way or the other. Either they gonna start learning and wising up, or they just gonna be getting their head cracked open and beat it. They gonna be the ones lynched. Right. You see what I'm saying? They gonna be the ones who the white people done gagged up and killed them in the woods. Right. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna learn we gonna learn one way or the other. Either way is good for the truth. Yeah, that's right. Because we've been saying this before the tapes of the police shootings. Right. People like, that's old stuff. That's the 60s. That's the 50s. That's the 20s. This and that. Right. This is new age. This is 1981. Yeah, what you mean? This is the 80s, man. That stuff don't happen. This the 90s. This 2011. Right. We got a black president. They thinking it's all fucking fine and dandy, not knowing they getting set up for the okie doke.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? They're not even seeing it. That's why knowledge and wisdom will be the stability of our times. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like what we building here in the ISUPK, the rank and the order is in the discipline and following the laws, statutes, and commandments is more important than anything any group of Israelites can do.
Damn
There's no group of Israelites anywhere that can do something that's more important and more impactful than what we do. Right. You see what I'm saying? It's not possible. What you gonna come together for? Black people come together for run clubs, bike clubs, you know what I mean?
Right.
Dunk clubs, everybody got 25s, so they all cool. All that shit gonna mean nothing. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
All that shit gonna mean absolutely nothing in these days. You see what I'm saying? The days that we living in. You understand? Right. A lot of people thought these type of days is gonna be, Christ returning, all that stuff gonna be way far away. Now it's coming though. It's gonna be in our generation, in our time.
Damn right.
And the white man America gonna go fucking crazy.
Right.
That's what I mean? You think things is gonna die down? That's what people always, they thought that about Trayvon Martin. Yeah. When Trayvon Martin got shot, this is a crazy tragedy. We just need to stop the hate. People start trying to come together and you're making a difference in the community and all that bullshit. Next thing you know, bam, bam, bam. 10 other bodies start dropping. Michael Brown, Freddie Gray, Philando Castile. All these brothers just start getting killed all on tape, all over the place. But you would think, things are going to come together now because, Trayvon Martin, we got R.I.P., Skittles in the hoodie, and racism. Yeah, they saying all of that. But they don't know it's going to get worse. What they don't know now, it's going to get worse than it is now.
Right.
And it's already fucking bad as hell. Right. As far as race relations go. Race relations is going to go down the tube, down where it's going to be no relation. You know what I mean? You're going to see a white man, a nigga in the world going to be just scared of white people in general. He's just going to be crazy.
Right.
Go ahead.
So like, it's real heavy what you bring out, Cap, because it's like in Zechariah chapter 11, verse 5. If I can go ahead and bring that out. Mm-hmm. Zechariah chapter 11, verse 5. Whose possessors slay them.
Right. That's right.
And hold themselves not guilty.
Right. And this is the type of stuff we have to bring out during camps.
Right.
You understand? When you're speaking, we need to be speaking about police brutality. We got to use that police brutality and let brothers know it ain't nothing changed.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
Hold up, because I got 2 more things to get. All right. Let's get some more on that read. Let's get the rest of the read. We're going to get the last read about Russia. Go ahead.
Real quick, sir. And I was going to say about the race relations that you did a class on that just a while back when you was talking about the Donald Trump. I was doing a read, and I forget what one of his cabinet members, the cabinet of 15, was like, let him call you a racist.
Right. That's his ex-advisor.
Yeah,
the guy that used to be his advisor for the campaign.
Right.
That's the one who said it. Let him call you racist. Right. It's a good thing. Wear it as a badge of honor.
Right.
So he told Trump that because that's his advisor.
Right.
Damn right.
You understand? So race relations, and he's going around the world telling white people this.
Right.
You understand? And all white people was like, yeah, you're right. You know, we get the bad end of the stick. You know, they were actually racist against us. You know, they going around spin-golling it for their benefit, but it's just going to turn around to where, you know, race relations is going to be
damn right.
They're gonna be UPK, not even in the UPK. Right. White people, man. There's too many white people over there. Right. You know, same way we move, we say, we ain't gonna go to this bar because too many white people. We ain't gonna go over here because there's too many white people. We ain't gonna do this and do that because it's associated with the white man.
Right.
With America. Niggas in the world gonna be starting to do like that. You know what I'm saying? Right. And I talk about niggas in the hood. Niggas in the hood halfway already there. Even niggas who be on TV, big head Negroes, you know, the house Negroes is just gonna be super seen. You know what I mean? Because everybody ain't gonna be on that.
Right.
Go ahead.
And I know y'all brothers notice how these crackers are getting more and more bold and comfortable.
Right.
Talking crazy to you in public.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They
right.
Yeah, we don't want you in our country and all that bullshit.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And they get bolder, but I work with a cracker, and this bastard gonna say, yeah, these Mexicans taking all the jobs. I said, hold up.
Right.
Ain't it a cracker that's hiring these Mexicans? Like you saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't have that bullshit.
And that's $5 a damn hour for the minimum wage here in New York. What, $7.25?
Right.
They get $5. They get $4.75. I got that back when I was 18.
Right.
I got $4.75. That was the minimum wage back then. You know what I'm saying? They giving them that now. That's 2018. That's that a bitch.
Damn right. All right, let's get the rest on that read. We'll get the rest of this read. Somebody give me Ecclesiasticus and the Apocrypha 26 and 19.
You want me to finish Isaiah, sir?
Nah, that was it on Isaiah. Everybody gonna turn to their own people and turn to their own land. Look, we ahead of the curve. We doing it before everybody before it's popular.
Right.
So that lets you know when it becomes popular, who they gonna look to? They gonna look to us.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's how it always is.
Ecclesiastes what, sir?
Ecclesiasticus 26 and 19.
26 and 19. Come. I got it. Okay. Ecclesiastes 26 and 19. My son, keep the flower of thy age sound.
Keep the flower of thine age sound. Who could break that down? And a lot of times, if you're looking at a scripture and you want to know what that scripture is talking about, you got to look at the scripture above it or below it. If somebody pulls scripture on you while you battling about something, don't ever let nobody battle you down. Even if you don't know the scripture, just tell them what you know from the school and then cut them on that. You know what I mean? And tell them they're a damn lie, even if they pulling the scripture and it sound right. And you know it ain't UPK. Just tell them you a damn lie, that ain't even what it mean.
That's right.
You understand? And then get the breakdown later. But who can break this down? Go ahead. What is that talking about?
My son, keep the flower of thy age sound. It means that you keep our like the Israelite traditions to the Israelites.
Yes, that is a good way to say it. You understand? And not only the Israelite traditions, but keeping Israelite period to the Israelites.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? What people don't know is you have a certain amount of power and strength to you that's precious to our nation.
Right.
Every man is important to our nation.
Damn right.
You understand? So a man that's supposed to be part of our nation, but he's with white America, how is that good for us?
Right.
Right.
You understand? He's not keeping his flower of his age sound. Because he should be all his strength that he's doing to love the white woman and care for her and be with that white family and be with white America. He should be taking that and putting it in black America.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's the reason you know it's talking about this, because you read the rest of the scripture below. Go ahead, read the rest of it.
Okay. And give not their strength to strangers.
Give not what?
Their strength to strangers.
Don't give your strength to strangers. What is one of the ways, one of the worst ways that even in the Revelations it tell you how not to give your strength unto strangers. It's a cardinal sin. It's one of the worst things you can do.
Love your enemy.
Oh, you raise your hand. Go ahead, officer.
Slocky, I'll give it a try. Is it having like planting your seed in a heathen? Is it something along those lines?
That's bad, but that's not the one. That's not the high one, the highest ones.
Okay.
Think Revelations. I'll break it down. Don't worry about it. I'll break it down. In Revelations, it tells you about the mark of the beast.
Right.
And they take the mark of the beast in their hand or in their forehead. When it's talking about the forehead, it's talking about the belief system they have. They believe in democracy, Christianity.
Right.
It's talking about the hand. It's talking about going to fight for the white man.
That's right.
Which means you in fucking Yemen some damn where killing some Yemeni dude for the white man.
Come.
Or you might be even in America killing a black man for the police.
That's right.
It's talking about serving the white man's army and in his military. Serving in his forces. You understand? To where you taking up arms for the white man.
Against your own.
That's the mark of the beast. You understand? That is the mark of the beast having it in their hand.
Right.
Having it in their head is the beliefs that they have and they teach it. All right. It says, do not read that scripture again.
Come. My son, keep the flower of thy age sound and give not thou strength to strangers.
Right.
All young black men should not be joining in the white man's military.
That's right.
Should not be running around trying to join in the white man's police force.
Damn right.
You see what I'm saying? That's something we are not supposed to do. That's giving our strength under strangers. Go ahead.
Come, sir. If you want to fight, join the UPK.
That's right.
Right.
And that's the point. All right, so let's read more.
Come.
Because, and I bring that out because we have to teach about this because as World War III comes closer, they're going to want more brothers to join the white man's military.
Right.
They're going to want more Hispanics to join the white man's military, all of that.
Right.
All right, go ahead, read more.
When thou hast gotten a fruitful possession to all the field, sow it with thy own seed.
When you get something good, sow it with thine own seed.
Damn right.
When you come up, you're supposed to divide it amongst your own seed.
That's right.
Right.
I bring it out because most people think that's wrong. But that's in the Bible to do that.
That's right.
They be, oh, that's wrong. You know, you only trying to help black people. That's wrong. What about white people? What about everybody else? What about the Africans? What about the people over there? People over here and there?
Right.
No, the Bible don't say do that. The Bible say sow it amongst your own people.
Damn right.
If you come up and get, a million loaves of bread, you're supposed to give that to your own people.
That's right.
That's not supposed to be a go across the world and give it to people in Kenya.
Right.
You're supposed to give that to your own people.
Right.
You understand? And that's right. That's in the Bible.
Yeah.
This ain't something that I come up with. This is what the Bible say to do.
That's right.
To sow it with your own seed. You understand? So, go ahead, True.
So lucky, sir, which is so powerful because you still got these goddamn entertainers running over to Africa to do shit for Africa.
Right.
When our people in Flint, Michigan still ain't got no goddamn water.
Right.
So, and if I could, I just seen something on Facebook. Somebody posted about Beyonce helping out some damn Hamites.
What?
In Africa.
Go ahead.
This is one thing that we gotta understand.
That's exactly what
This is the one thing that we gotta understand. Celebrities live in a totally different world than we do. They do not associate themselves with us.
Right.
They are only used to persuade us into thinking that they're the same as us, while they actually live in a totally different world than what we do.
Yeah, right.
You see what I'm saying? We always have to understand that when Beyonce does this for Africa, we say, fuck Beyonce. It's part of my French. We say, to hell with her, to hell with Jay-Z. What they got to do with us. That's how we should be coming. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They should be trying to prove themselves to us, just like we normally were supporting them.
Right.
They should be coming. We should be wooing them to support us.
That's right.
Not actually wooing them. The scriptures say charge them that are rich.
Damn right.
That they be not high-minded. You know what I'm saying? And think they better than us.
That's the better way.
When we run into rich people or we see them, we supposed to charge them, check them, and man, you ain't no better than me. Just because you got money, you ain't better. You should be helping black people, and you actually worse than me. Because if I had the amount of money you had, I help black people. That's what we gotta do when we see them.
Right.
And when we see them like run into mayors or congressmen, black this and black this, black that. That's how we check them.
Salaki, sir, it's real heavy what you bringing out, because that's just like when Waka Flocka Flame came up to the camp. He's a millionaire, and he thinks just because he has money he can buy the men of the Most High.
Right.
But the men of the Most High don't compromise our principles and values.
That's
right. That's right. You understand? He said that. Oh, so right. You know what I'm saying? Like all these different celebrities and everything like that. We charge them that they not better than a broke nigga on the corner.
Right.
The broke nigga on the corner probably better than them. Because most of these niggas broke on the corner, if they came up with money, they probably help 1,000 black people.
That's right.
They buy things for all types of black people all over the world.
Right.
All over America. But you is sitting on all this money and you ain't helping not a goddamn body but your own little circle.
Right.
You understand? You can at least go buy some shoes for a couple of schools.
Right.
It probably gonna cost just as much as your one pair of shoes cost.
Right.
You can buy shoes for 20,000 kids, but you instead buy a 50,000 pair of, shoe for yourself.
Right.
Go ahead. So them motherfuckers is low. Go ahead.
And to let me off what the brother said right here, I watched that video and he got to talking about it's how y'all bring it out. You know what I'm saying? All that weak ass.
We too hostile.
Right.
You too militant. That's what they call you.
Right. When the scripture say, cry aloud and spare not.
Damn right.
Go ahead, officer.
Well, he understands that principle when he come out with one of them rap CDs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Why he coming at us like we too militant, we too hardcore, but then he say all of his stuff in his CDs and everything. And,
Damn right.
You know, all of a sudden that's approved by him, right?
Yeah, real talk. Them type of Negroes is low life, man. They below us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Cause they'll be the main one to talk about blah. I kill a nigga. Blah blah. But we saying not to love the white man. Oh, y'all too rough. Y'all too bad. Them Negroes really they working for the white man. You know what I'm saying? The Negroes they don't know left from right. You understand? They below us. You know what I mean? They need to be learning. Go ahead.
One more thing, sir. And to show you how much other people love their own, Manny Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not sure of his bloodline, but I think he's a heathen, right, sir?
Yeah, he's
a heathen.
Some shit.
Some shit like that.
Filipino.
And you see what he did when he got his money, when he retired, he went back and built houses for all the poor people that in his city. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
Like
he damn near became like the leader of all the Philippines.
Right.
Yeah. Just by helping all the Philippine people.
Right.
Like I said, he built like all these houses with it. Floyd Mayweather get all that money and he just buy 5 cars.
He give it to a white boy.
Yeah, he give it to some white woman that's stripping in this little whack ass strip club.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because he don't have no real knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Of his own people.
Right.
I mean, so he's exploiting our women to be sex whores and stuff like that with all his millions. When Pacquiao building homes and restoring families for his people.
Damn right.
So that lets you know where our people, our high up people, they're, they need to be shut. They need to be brought down.
Right.
Damn right.
They too high up on the pedestal in black people's mind and in their own mind. That's why the Bible said, charge them that are rich, that they be not high-minded.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
They should be helping black people with their money.
Damn right.
Another thing too, see, also too, with Manny Pacquiao doing what he did with his own people, nobody gave him any heat behind it. You know that?
Right.
With dudes like Floyd Mayweather, he's not a dumb dude. You know what I'm saying? Because his family is all business oriented. You know what I'm saying?
That's
so
right.
he knows that if he do anything for black people, then that's gonna. So in his mind, he's trained. He's like, screw them niggas.
Right.
His mind, he's trained like that. You know what I'm saying?
I think I heard him say something similar.
Yeah, he
said
said
something
people
like
in
that.
Michigan.
Yeah,
right?
he said, man, them they ain't help me.
Right.
Damn.
Who do I? What I got to do with them people? Damn. He said something to that effect of the people in Flint that they have no water.
Whoa.
Go ahead.
Which is so disgusting because these millionaires, these athletes, these entertainers, the same people that they do show love to ain't the motherfuckers that was supporting them when they was fresh off in their career. The reason Beyonce is as rich as she is ain't because of no goddamn Hamites.
Right.
It's because of the tribe of Judah. It's because of the tribe of Issachar. It's because of the lost 12 tribes of Israel.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? The reason Floyd Mayweather is as rich as he is because of the 12 tribes of Israel.
Right.
The same niggas in Michigan that he's saying he ain't got nothing to do with is the reason why that nigga can count 20 million on fucking Facebook like a little bitch.
Right.
Talk about how much he got like a little female. Like a little bitch.
Right.
Here's the thing that we got to understand also, too. The tribe of Judah, we the most threatening of all the tribes.
Right.
This is one of the reasons why they cracked the hammer on us. So they, at least the Issacharites, got the taco trucks and stuff like that. I don't see no Negro trucks any goddamn anything. You seen them back in the day, in the early '90s and all that, the candy trucks and all that. You didn't see none of that.
Right. Hold up. And they is coming down on the taco trucks too. They about to start.
Okay, right now.
But hold up, before you get off on that, let's read the rest on that scripture.
The
rest on that scripture.
Verse 20. When thou hast gotten a fruitful possession through all the fields, sow it with thy own seed.
Sow with thine own seed. Read on.
Trusting in the goodness of thy stock.
Trusting in the goodness of thy stock, of your people. Go ahead, let's read the rest of this read, and then we're going to end it out.
Come. So the race, which is the leavest, shall be magnified, having the confidence of the good descent.
Damn right. The rest on that. So everybody will be good. All black people be good because we look out for our people. We make sure our next generation is good, or our people is good. Let's read this. Read right here about Russia.
Why aren't Western sanctions stopping Putin?
As a lot of you should probably know, America has sanctions on Russia, all type of economic sanctions. Which Russia can't do this and can't do that against Russia. But the question is, why ain't that stopping Russia? Why are Russia still beast mode against the white man? Against America. Why is they still doing whatever they want to do? Go ahead.
Freed, what is it? Freed or Fried? I don't know what the name is.
Fried, that's a person.
Okay. Fried says it would also help if officials knew where Putin himself keeps his money. Putin is believed to have a fortune in the tens of billions.
Right.
And while the release of the 2016 Panama Papers exposed the wealth havens of tycoons close to him, Putin himself was never named.
Mm-hmm. So Putin has mad money, but he don't have it all in his name, to him. He got to spread out among all his people.
Right.
You understand? That's how he got all this money. Because he have a little Russian grown old lady have a company in fucking South America somewhere, but all the money she got is really his money.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So go ahead and read more.
That nigga's a hustler.
Right, it sounds like some nigga shit, right?
It's just like my old mob shit.
Right. Russian mob.
Cars and names and shit, all that.
That's all it is. There's nothing so great that he's doing.
Right.
His private fortune is believed to be hidden behind an extensive network of proxies, including offshore laundering operations, and the oligarchs that benefit from their ties to him have reason to continue protecting him.
That's like other leaders and stuff like that. And I'm bringing this out because that's how Putin is able to bypass all that stuff that the white man's coming up against. How is a black man who's against the white man going to be able to bypass all the things they got against us to make us great?
Right.
I'm asking that's a question. How would black men circumvent all the shit the white man has to go against us so we can't amass wealth, being against him? How are we going to be able to do what we have to do? Go ahead, officer.
Come, sir. We have to come together as a nation, in brotherhood and solidarity, because they know that divide and conquer. If they can get us not to be a nation, they can conquer us. But if we come together in solidarity, we can be strong.
Hold on, you too vague. It's too vague. It's not kind of, you want to say it the same way this article is saying, and the way that scripture is saying it. Go ahead.
I was going to say, sir, to be under the Most High.
That's true, but that's not. Think of what we're talking about right now. What Putin is doing, what that scripture just said, and whatnot. How would a black man, us, build the wealth, even though we against the white man, and he got laws to make us from getting wealth?
Trusting our brothers.
Yes, that's the way you want to say it. How you want to say it?
I was gonna say keep the dollar within us. I mean,
not keeping the dollar within us.
So like if we keep the laws, statutes, and commandments.
No, it's more what Isaiah said. Trusting in our brothers. Putin don't have $1 million in Putin's name.
Right.
He got it in his name.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
He got it in this other guy's name.
Right.
That's how we gonna have wealth, by putting our money in Tariffs, putting your money in Hamakubaf, putting your money in Commander Jehan. Commander Jehan put his money in Kamal Quad. Then Kamal Quad put his money in Trooper Azad. That's how we gonna be able to circumvent all the different sanctions, because you think Putin got a lot of rules that he can't do. Shit, a nigga got way more rules against him. Putin still go to the banks and do all this and that. You know what I mean? And make a lot of money. A nigga can't do none of that. You make $5 extra too much, you probably gonna have tax trouble.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? With any of the extra money you have. And I ain't talking about, you got $5,000, $10,000. I'm talking about real wealth, as in, properties, cars, real high level more wealth.
Right.
Our wealth ain't gonna be in just money. Our wealth is gonna be in our brothers.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's how we gonna be able to circumvent everything the white man got against us. Your brothers is what to do.
Right.
Yeah, right.
You see what I'm saying? You ain't got a house, your brother might have an extra house. Or have a house that you have to stay in. If you don't have a fridge, your brother might have a fridge for you. You see what I'm saying? Whatever you lacking, your brothers is all there with it. You see what I'm saying? So as a whole, we have everything we need. You see what I'm saying? Even though one of us might be lacking in multiple things. Go ahead.
Respect.
Right.
That stuff, what the captain's just bringing out, that filter, that ciphers respect.
That's right.
That's the reason why we was able to go to the liquor store, and I just have to mention how we needed salt for the drive for the walkway up here. The Edomite and the liquor store that doesn't sell salt gave us sidewalk salt so that we could salt.